Tony, the inaugural one-day workshop from Real Estate Investor. What did you think?
Oh, mate, it was really good. There's a lot of good insights there, and it gives you a really good platform and education of where to start your property searching from.
Yep. Okay. And so, key learning. I know it's a big one. Hopefully, you've got heaps of stuff out of today.
Yeah.
What's one or two things?
Right, key learning off the bat, I'd say, would be to put a strategy in place.
Right.
And secondly, to know what you're searching for.
Awesome. Okay. So and that's really what today was about, wasn't it? There's no point in even getting on the tools unless you've got a strategy. Until you've got a strategy, you don't know what you're looking for because you can't match it up.
Exactly right. And also being ready, finance ready. So if something comes along, you're ready to go for it as well.
Beautiful. So finance as well. Now, the concept of buying rules. What did you think about that? What did you think about, we set up a specific set of buying rules for each different strategy and for each different investor. Did that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think it just saves you a bit of time. I think the shorter, the more rules you've got, the more condensed your search will be, and then the more accurate your results would be, I'd say.
Awesome. Okay. So now you go home tonight, you're talking to your mates, and they ask you what you did for the day, and you're going to turn around and say...
Well, I suppose it'd be harder. You'd probably just say, listen, if you want to get into property, this is going to save you a lot of legwork and a lot of time, and it's going to make sure you get a better quality property without having to do as much work for it.
Right, because from what I understand from your background, you actually bought property and done the research without investor.
Oh yeah, I haven't. I mean, the thing I like about investor, it's all in one. Right. You don't have to have 3 different sites and finding out what's here, what's there, what's here. It's all there for you in one site.
Cool.
That breaks down a lot of time for you.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming along today. You gave us just as much learning as hopefully we gave you, and look forward to seeing you at future workshops.
Yeah, likewise. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much, Tony. Cheers. You've come to the one-day workshop, the first real estate investor workshop. What did you think?
I thought the presentations went very well. What I did find the best was the values it's provided with Real Estate Investor. Being an ex-real estate agent and going back into the market again.
Wow.
The information here was only available to real estate agents.
Once upon a time.
Now it can be for everyone and everybody speaking the same language. So
exactly.
I found it of great value.
How cool. All right, so now I'm expecting that you got lots out of today. If there was sort of 1 or 2 things that you'll really take away and go, yep, I'll actually implement that now. What's something that out of today that did that for you, that you can go, yeah, that was an important learning point for myself?
Well, what I found really exciting about it was the comparable properties and looking at it from, again, the real estate agent's point of view. You're comparing apples with apples. And you can do the parameter, like
the distance out.
Yes. Come down to more specific property.
So the street or the suburb or a couple of streets, exactly. So through my valuer, yes.
I found it very. The information is very, very helpful.
Great.
Incredibly helpful, actually.
Great. So now you're in the market now. You're looking for a property right now,
Not quite yet.
Okay. So out of today, what else do you get about? What were the fundamentals we spoke about right at the beginning of the day?
The fundamentals.
Finance?
Oh, the finance. Yes,
having finance.
Always.
Is it a little bit important?
Oh, it's
a lot
crucial.
important.
It's the absolute starting point. And no one should even look at anything until they've had their finance in place.
Great.
It is crucial.
And what about just the concept of strategy and having clarity around what strategy you're looking for?
Oh, it's crucial and to where you're going to go. A friend of mine once said to me, if you don't know what road to take or don't know where you're going, rather, any road will get you there.
Exactly.
And
that's a great point.
And to have a plan. I mean, we plan our holiday more than we'll plan
buying a property. That's an
property.
interesting analogy. How very true that is. Okay, so tonight you're going home. Now you're not going home to a household full of real estate agents. You're going home to a bunch of people around you, your family, your life, and your friends in the next few days. If the conversation, I hope it does, the conversation comes up around Real Estate Investor on the one-day workshop you attended, what would you say to them?
I would tell them that, go and have a look at the website. I do know 2 people that are both in their late 20s looking to enter the property market, and I spoke to one of them only last week, and I said, the first question I asked them actually was, have you got your finance organised? Do you know what properties you're going to look at? And they hadn't. they don't even know if they can afford this property.
Bingo.
They like the look of it. They know what they want, sort of, but the finance hasn't gone into place
Right.
yet.
So the importance of the finance being in place before even search.
Yeah, start there before
Great.
we go in.
Okay.
Really.
So you'd recommend someone come along?
Absolutely.
Cool.
I wouldn't hesitate in recommending.
That's awesome.
Just for the knowledge, even a little bit of knowledge, the power that gives you.
Great.
And it demystifies everything. It's
Great.
not as frightening or complicated as
Yep.
people may think it is.
Awesome. So we'll see you at the next one?
Absolutely.
Awesome. That's what I love
Thank
to hear.
you.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Duncan.
Expecting you had an awesome day again, and look, we'll see you very soon.
Okay, you
Cheers.
will.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. You've survived the first one-day workshop for real estate investor.
Yes,
How was it for you?
it was great.
Great.
The reasons why it was so good is because it lifted a lot of the fog using the tool.
Wow.
By being able to put some practical application to some of the examples. And also, I was struggling. I was frustrated with not understanding why some of the search results weren't happening. So just some simple little tweaking of how to, the keyword search, what to highlight, was brilliant. And then some of the strategies was fantastic as well.
Right. Was it good having other people around you that you could actually talk to and actually network with about the different things that were happening? Was that
It was beneficial to have
Great.
other people around because it was a wide variety of different experiences, different backgrounds, different strategies that they were using. So by listening to what some of the people were saying, it helped me get a little bit more clarity about what I wanted to do, and it gave me a few new ideas about how to use this particular tool.
brilliant? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So now the day was set up. We did some strategy and back to basics in the morning, and then we actually started looking at some simpler strategies and then some more complicated strategies. Did that work well?
It did work well.
Great.
I think it worked well on the whole because of the diverse backgrounds of the people within the room. So for me, even the simple strategies, it was a relearning, it was a refresher in some ways, and then the more complex strategies, I had no idea. So right, that's how you do it. There's 3 different ways you can search for that particular thing. So that was
Right.
good.
Awesome. Okay. So now tonight you're going back home to the family.
Yes. 3
What,
kids.
3 kids. Okay. Old enough to invest?
4 to
Not yet.
11.
Okay. No, they're still
11-year-old,
learning. That's,
yeah,
that's,
yeah.
that's not too far away. So tell me, what are you going to say to them? What are you going to say to your husband? What are you going to say to family and friends? Yeah, about
Well,
today.
My husband is very risk averse, so I'm going to explain to him how today was useful in how to minimise the risk when using this tool.
Great.
Yeah, so
Great.
we can work through together. And with the kids, it's never too early to teach them how to do research and analysis, and that's what this tool also helps do.
Awesome. Now you understand obviously that we're videoing today and that we're
Yes.
going to be putting that into a pack, so that will be your husband will be able to watch that. You understand there's also the massive kit of tools that is online of the small video and tutorials and the webinars we also run that are just little snippets of what we did today. But quite often even more detail than what we did today because they really dig down and go right down a rabbit hole in one particular subject or another. Your husband is also very welcome to come along to this sort of event, so please understand that he property investing can be very lonely in that respect, and having even the support around you is very, very powerful. So please, make him feel welcome to come along, so we can actually see that we're not all two-headed and we're not weird people. It's property investing is about that sort of thing.
Well, that was the other thing that was great today, is we were able to put some faces to the
names.
names and the voices that
Great.
we hear.
Yes. Yeah. Of course. In the webinar, you don't get to see him, do you? That's a great point.
But thanks for that invitation.
That's okay. You're more than welcome.